Although I knew that I just couldn't go back to him when he was still acting in that manner, still trying to gain control of the house, the business, muscle me out of it. He tried several things to maintain the upper hand, and that's why he was, still hostile and aggressive. First saying like, I'm out of the business. Then, oh, okay, well, I'll let you be manager. And then it was, I'll give you 60-40 or something. It was just, he tried a few things and I was just not going to work with him in that manner. I didn't deserve less for his actions. And so I was standing that, but my heart still wanted him at that time. My brain was still telling me, and it was looking for reasons to forgive or ways to overlook and make it work still. And that's the trauma bond. This is so hard. We were so happy. Yeah, but you were happy because you didn't know. And because we were so happy before this. I want that life we were going to have together. I love him so much still. I know. A big part of me wishes I never found out. Holy this hurts. But you did find out for a reason. I know it hurts. I really, really, really wish it wasn't the way that it is. I'm having such a hard time doing anything. I just want to curl in a ball and cry. You are grieving. That is normal. You're in a lot of pain and shock. You love a version of him that's not really there. Not anymore. Why couldn't he just beg for forgiveness and tell me he's sorry? Why couldn't he beg for me? He said he wanted me back but never showed me. Because it's manipulation. It's bare minimum manipulation. I still want him. I want him to fix himself and come back to me. I honestly do. I know you do. I'm not dumb. I know that. But when that happens, and I'm sure it will, I can see that you're giving in. He is going to destroy you again. And it hurts my heart to know that. He knows you will forgive him, like he said. Then he gets to start all over again. That's not love. That's abuse. Love doesn't hurt. I don't think for a second he will stop with that type of lifestyle. He's just going to do it behind your back. Like he said, that is his addiction. I can see him trying in the beginning to please you and get you back. And then as soon as you come back, he stops. Gaslighting you, making you feel terrible that you ask him to take part in normal relationship things, belittling you, lying. There are a lot of things he needs to work on. Not prioritizing you, not thinking about how anything affects you or caring how it affects you, not respecting you enough to do anything you ask when it is important. I mean, you used to have to scream and cry and beg just to get him to help clean, for God's sakes. There's always going to be other women around. You're never going to be able to trust him. He's always going to have access to women at work and online. Are you awake? I want to throw myself into getting this house done. I am, but it's still so hard. Like I'm fighting Ativan from last night. I want to keep sleeping so bad. I have no energy. This is weighing on me like a ton of bricks. I just want to sleep this pain away. I know, honey, but you can't sleep your life away, and you have to feel it in order to move on from it. But I totally understand that feeling of just wanting to sleep. I wish I could take it from you. You need actual proper counseling too, so that you can actually process everything that has happened to you, especially from the beginning. And so you can catch red flags in any relationship you decide to be in from here on out. He's begging for me back now, saying it over and over. He knows how wrong and he knows he's up. Claudia, you need to find yourself so that you never allow him to treat you like that ever again. It's okay to take time. It's okay to not take him back right away. He realizes what he did was wrong and wants to get help. And that is great. I'm glad that he wants to get help, but he needs to get help first and you need to get help first. That's what I said. You also need to go to counseling because you need to have someone tell you what's okay and what's not okay. And then after all of that, if you both decide to be together, then I totally get that. He said he needs me during this. He was so happy and that was in the past and he'd never do it again. Okay, well, you will support him as his friend to get help. But he has begged for you back before and promised he would change and never do such and such to you again, and here we are. No, not really. He never begged me before. Well, he definitely said he was going to change. He always flipped it that we both needed help and that I was the problem, so we'd go marriage counseling. This is new. He always kept the high and mighty, I decide if I'm going to leave before. It's not your responsibility to fix what he broke. You fix yourself and you let him fix him. If he's serious, he will do it. I've never seen him beg for me like this before. Because he always knew you would come back before, like he said. He was so confident you would never leave, that he could do anything he wanted to you and you would stay. He said that flat out. But he underestimated you. You're strong. And you don't deserve to be treated like that. If it was me in your shoes, you would never tell me to go back to that because you know I don't deserve it, just like I know you don't deserve it. I need you to do the same for yourself. You need to be able to work on you and let him work on him separately. You truly are a domestic violence victim/survivor. What he did to you is abuse. And I do apologize if it seems like I'm being negative, but I love you. You are my sister. You are my blood. And seeing what he did to you and seeing you in that state absolutely broke my heart. And I know as soon as the shock is over and then the stage of missing a person makes you want to go back. But you can't make that decision right now, not before you get help and he gets help separately. He's agreeing to everything I say. He broke his phone, said he's quitting social media, that he's done with all that lifestyle. He never wants to hurt me that way again. He has shown it with actions too. I told him we both need help, and he's agreeing to everything I say and ask, and says he'll do what it takes. Okay, but that doesn't mean right now, right? Remember, love bombing is a thing. You still need time. He said he needs to apologize to you too. I didn't say anything. Said he was hurt because he thought you were like a mediator and felt like you tossed him to the side immediately. Well, yeah, I did, because I saw the condition that you were in, and I knew that you wouldn't be in that type of condition for no reason. He sees it now and sees his mom and his sis are the same way too. Wants to address it and get better. I told him we both need help, and if the therapist says we need to separate for a bit, then we have to, and he agreed. Quit social media and everything. I never asked any of it. Basically says he'll do anything I ask, even wait. So I just remembered that a therapist isn't going to tell you whether you should separate or not. They're going to make you come up with that decision on your own. They're just going to point you in a direction in which they hope that you make the right decision based on the information you guys both figure out, you and the therapist. So they won't specifically say you have to leave or you should leave because they can't do that. I know that, but our one-on-one could suggest that I need to heal away from him. Yes, I hope they do that, and so I would. But they will open your eyes to cycle of violence and stuff like that, and then hope that you make the right decision on your own. And I will. Told him weekly counseling sessions right away, and he can open his eyes and try and get better. I was trying to stand firm, but I was still hurting. I still wanted him to do the right thing, I guess. And so this has been 2 days, and although my morals and stuff know that I can't, it's still, the trauma bond still made me feel like I wanted him, that I still loved him through it all. And that's what I wanted to showcase in these cycles, is how quickly our mind goes back from one to the other.